What's happening, everyone? My name is Speedstreak, and welcome back to Zero Escape 999. Now, from where we last left off in the last episode, well, we were back in the incinerator room with Santa and June unconscious as Ace once again took the gun away from Santa and used Lois's bracelet to try to open the door 9 inside, which was an incinerator, but this time, even though he used the ninth man's bracelet, it didn't work. Then after someone was able to knock him out and take the gun away from him, well, he now learned everything that everything fell into place, that he has that Ace has prosopagnosia, that he now learned that Seven was the detective, all of it. And we sort of got a repeat of what happened during the safe ending with Ace saying that he manipulated the ninth man into going alone and in order to take the ninth bracelet away from him. And not only that, but he also saw that he thought Nijisaki was Snake and pushed him into door 3, which also ended up killing him because he thought he was working for Zero, and he was also part of the experiment 9 years ago. And we all originally thought that Santa was in fact Zero, but he stated that he was never Zero. And he also said it was not just about revenge, but it was about to save it, but it was also to help save his sister, Akane, June, aka June. And where we thought we saw June, she was no longer there. And yeah, even Seven got a bad headache, and then eventually Santa took the gun and took Ace with him and locked us all in the incinerator. And it now clicks. Akane is Zero. And what's interesting is that in the last episode, we saw a flashback 9 years ago from Kane's perspective, as we see here, that she was part of the original Nonary project, and she and other kids were running towards the hospital room, and Snake there was able to calm everyone down by giving each one of them a 4-leaf clovers and telling them what each of the leaves mean. Eventually, they were able to work together to try to get through each numbered door, and eventually they came to the incinerator, and as it announced its countdown, Seven was there to help save them. Seven was able to get the remaining 4 after the other 5 went through the door, and even though they were almost there towards freedom, they discovered, Akane discovered that she left Junpei's present behind, and as she went to get it, Hongo, aka Ace, found her and threw her back in the incinerator. And now, back in the future, Junpei and the others discovered that a computer is now up, and the same thing happened 9 years ago with Akane, as she was there scared. And at the end of the episode, we learned that Ace told her that if she could solve the password, she'll be able to escape. And that's where we are. And yeah, it's a big shock that Akane is not only Zero, but discovers that she has the power to communicate very well in the future and discover all these alternate timelines that we've gone through during the past episodes of Zero Escape, all the different endings, everything, every single one of them. And she was able to pass that information into Junpei. Not just about the prosopagnosia, but about all of it. The men, the password to Snake's coffin, all of it. But as of now, she doesn't know But yeah, as of now, she doesn't know the password. And unless Junpei is able to find the password, she would die. And this is where we are. Will we be able to save Akane? Let's find out. I was crying. Great gulping sobs broken down by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
Yes, you can. What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating. My blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself into pieces. No. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Junpei had given me. Oh, it was the present that he'd given her. At least, I had that. I held it tight with both my hands and prayed.
Help me! Junpei!
Oh no.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Junpei! Junpei!
Junpei.
Junpei! Please! Help me! Junpei!
Whoa!
Akane?
You heard her voice. Her past.
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
She doesn't know?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Oh yeah, that's right. Seven and Lois don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me. And I think Snake might have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Please, Akane. Fuck! Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Damn.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Junpei!
Both past and future are colliding. I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I heard it so clearly. Like he was right there.
Junpei!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Junpei!
That's her. She's there. Then, that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Damn. 7 minutes.
We don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
Right. And I do. I get everything now. At last. I finally understand what all this means. I know why the Nonary Game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my gosh. This is insane! I can't believe it. But there's only one possible answer. June is. Zero is. Akane Kurashiki. She recreated history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No! She's trying to save herself right now! That means there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan. I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what!
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Junpei!
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you die. I promise.
No.
So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna save you, Akane. My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Yeah. Sorry, Lotus. I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now, let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. I just need to switch these out. Staring at this isn't going to accomplish anything. I just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before.
Right.
I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
We need to solve it. To save Akane. So this one, we cannot switch it out. Okay. Switch out with what? Word. W. SSS. Password. 9! We did it! Please enter password. What? Shit. Just password? Password? I'm inputting a password now then. Are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to put here? Reset. No. Password. What am I supposed to do? Crap. It's just the 1-9. It's just the 1-9.
Yes, that's it.
That's it.
Akane, did you get it?
I didn't see the achievement I got, but
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did!
yes!
Now I just have to press enter!
Come on, Akane.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Do it!
Okay, I will!
Come on! I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed.
Oh, thank goodness.
Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Now get to the door!
Jumpy!
Did it.
It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying, and enjoyed being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
I can't quite believe I did that. But I'm so glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, that's fine.
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, Seven-in-laws don't look particularly happy with me. A very nice look to give to someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay.
Yes.
Shut it.
Right. Okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes! Wait.
Incineration will begin in
What?
90 seconds.
90... What?
It doesn't sound like it's stopping. What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Yeah! Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the frick isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Shit. Wait. Of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, Me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found.
Seek a way out. Seek a door that... Holy crap. Of course. We just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in
Let's get out of...
seconds.
Come on, guys.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Yeah. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they could trust me on this one, or we are all screwed. Alright. No time to explain. Just go.
Quick! Verify your numbers on the red! Verify? Who?
What combination?
All of us.
All of us! We all need to verify!
Yeah.
Why?
Just do it.
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds.
Ugh.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh my gosh, that was too close. That was way too close. Oh, thank freaking goodness. No, not the time to be happy. Time to go!
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Yeah! Come on, guys, move it! Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei! Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. You still gotta find the dead. And there it is.
Looks like we made it, huh?
Yeah. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But... nothing. Please work. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Yes! We saved her!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Excuse me.
Akane!
We changed the timeline! We saved Akane! I buried my feet in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay here and there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelets had begun to count down to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. Yes. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detectives who we call 7 and 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Right.
If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Yeah. Aoi was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running, up the spiraling stairs, to freedom. What? Time for more running. But if they could get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. Man, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is Evan talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What is it?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8.
Yeah,
It shouldn't have opened.
but it did.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
That's right.
Bases.
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
Oh!
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Right.
And how about base 16?
0 through F.
0 through F.
After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
Right.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10.
Right.
B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern?
Oh!
What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27.
Yeah.
27.
Well, the numerical digits are the same.
27.
So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16.
Okay.
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is
Is
23.
23. O is 24. P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q. Q is 26.
Q.
Building Q, 8.
26!
Yes.
And what does that mean?
Wasn't a 9 on the door.
No. It was a Q! 9 is Q. It's a Q. A lowercase, not a
It was a
lowercase.
Q! A fucking lowercase Q!
Holy smokes.
Yeah, that's right. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
No way. Time for more running. Man, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air. Man, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, I can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run! Like a bullet down a rifle barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along like of a giant coiled dragon. Finally! Woo, man. Man, I could barely breathe. No, Junpei. No time for rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there.
Alright, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes. We're finally here.
Yeah,
Please do.
sure. You look like a big heavy door. But you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now! Akane vision. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Owl's. He gave it a small reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I feel like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. We're finally able to escape from the gigantic. It sank beneath the sea, just like the Titanic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slid beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Allie whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Yes! Finally! Air! Ah! Man, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait,
No way.
what is it? You have got to be kidding me!
What?
It can't be.
What?
This is...
What? What? Wait a minute! What?
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
We were in there? Huh? So wait, all this time, we were not in the gigantic. So we were in the building Q?
the mock experiment building.
No way.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in building Q.
Sure enough, it's a desert out there, with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I have been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right! Our bracelets! I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. What? Figures.
Akane.
Whoa, what?
Jumpy.
What? Huh? Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Wait. Voice in the wind? What? That was it? Holy smokes! That was all it! Wow! All this time, we were in Building Q! No freaking way! Is there a post-credit scene? There has to be. This hasn't. I mean, what? Wait. So wait. What happened? So wait. What happened to Ace? What happened to Santa? But the thing is that I am really glad that Akane is saved. So only the ninth man had the detonator in him? So Akane all this time was in fact Zero. Oh! I never noticed that before. I never saw that flashback of her with Junpei being all beat up. Wow. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh, this is still the past.
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
So is this like the alternate timeline where she's now back?
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Junpei and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see.
Okay, so he was beat up.
It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, it looks like he did get into a fight.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and...
Ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Really? What happened? Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys in the ignition, gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I were all squeezed into the back seat bit here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is so fun!
Of course, Clover got shotgun.
This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Oh, Clover's driving.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, alright?
Okay, she's the one who's driving.
This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, alright? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up.
Of course.
And Clover, there's no need to slow down.
Yeah, encourage her.
The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Really? Oh, that's great!
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out.
That's great, they made it out!
There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Oh, crap! Ah, damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Well, I would like to. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. For sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching and kidding in gasoline. What? The moment we saw what they were doing, Junpei ran up to them, furious.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Junpei, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling
You
lumps.
couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
Yeah, I guess I could've...
Then why didn't you?
Yeah.
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that too, but... I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
So they killed the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
Oh. He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits.
That was not right. What they
I
did.
couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
That's why.
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Yeah. Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Like Ace.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project?
That's a good question.
Anybody? Any ideas?
I mean, did he want to find a way about controlling people, or...
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty. No emotion. He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if even if he cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Oh, so he's in the trunk in the SUV that we're driving. Okay. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces.
Really?
I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces.
Oh, so wait, you're saying that you want to see different people's faces so that way it can relieve you of your prosopagnosia?
By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Really?
Yes, if you want to put it simply. And if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well.
And what's that?
You see, the human collective consciousness.
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Put that tape back in your mouth. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing.
Oh, that's right.
What's the deal with that?
Yeah.
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own. I'd catch him when he finally slipped up.
Okay.
During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic.
And yeah, what is
I
about
also
it?
found out about Bourdain and Alice.
Okay.
You're not really answering my question.
Yeah.
Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Yeah. Was there? What? What was that, Hongo? I didn't hear you. Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk. But you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist.
What?
9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant.
The root of a peculiar plant?
My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae.
Solanaceae?
I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it.
What?
I used that extract to create Soberol.
Oh, that's what it... Okay, so that's how you did it. That's how you made it. To create Super World, then eventually your company.
Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Ah, man, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
Oh, this is when he gives her the doll?
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Named after you. Junpei pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so that means it's for you, right?
Okay.
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Really? Really?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Really?
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, to control people and to, like, harm, well, to stick needles onto them.
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good
Excuse
idea.
me.
Then.
Yeah.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much?
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and
Right.
I just thought I'd,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Okay.
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this. It me. So we always together.
That's so sweet.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray.
Oh.
I go wherever you are.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
So here, take.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Junpei.
Oh, before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yard body.
Oh, Junpei, I'll never forget you. I promise.
Junpei looked straight into my eyes and just said 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
Oh. The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening, just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now, as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there! There's somebody next to the road.
Did Seven remember clearly, or...
What?
What? Someone next to the road? Who is that? Whoa! What the? What? Alice? Whoa! Wait a minute! What? The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on the shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. What? That was Alice? Don't forget your towel. Wait, what? Don't forget your towel? Would you like to save the info? Yeah, I would like to save it. Holy smokes. We did it. All of it. All the endings. All the previous timelines. All of it has come to this. No way. No freaking way. So Alice was real. The Nevada desert must be so hot that the Ice 9 finally melted and she is finally free. Holy smokes. She's like the Captain America of this. Like being frozen in ice to the point where you wake up in a future time. Well, far exceeding that. We did it. We did it. Can I go back to the... Can I get out of here, please? Guess I'd like to... No, not that way. Ah, damn it. Okay. Okay. Yes, I'd like to return to the title screen. Oh my gosh. So that was 999, Zero Escape. 9 persons, well, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Holy smokes. That was actually one of the best games I have ever played. Holy smokes, that was brilliant. All the twists and turns, the surprises, wow. This is, I mean, oh my gosh. Wow. Everything has fallen into place. We saved Akane in the past. We were able to save her and change the timeline. So Seven may have lied about it. He may have. But who knows? I'm gonna let this play, but yeah. Wow, morphogenetic fields, Alice, everything exists in this game. I mean, that's just mind-blowing. And I have to admit, the characters, the game itself, the gameplay, the story, all of it is brilliantly well done. I mean, I absolutely love the story. I was really shocked about all the endings. Excuse me. But the true ending, that was amazing. Now that we know that Akane is Zero, she used this Nonary game to in fact save her younger, help save her younger self. That's brilliant. I mean, that's wild. Really wild. But unfortunately, this game is finally over. And wow. This is still really an amazing game. And for those of you who haven't played this game, I highly recommend it. It's available on Steam if you want to check it out. And yeah, go check it out for yourself. This is one of the best games I've ever played. I mean, it is a bit different for me with just visual novels, but also has an escape room type game style, and that is beautifully well done. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I know there are sequels to this game, including Virtue's Last Reward and Zero Time Dilemma, but I will play those in the future for now, for like in a future series Let's Play. But for now, I'll just take a little break from this because, wow. Yeah, I need to take a breather from all that. But yeah, this is a brilliant game. But once again, this is the end of Zero Escape. 999. And yeah, I will play the other games in the future. But once again, this is all the time I have today. But don't go where we still have plenty of more Let's Plays to either get back into or previous Let's Plays to get back to or new Let's Plays to look forward to. So stay tuned for more. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, be sure to check out my other Let's Play series, including where I play different kinds of other kinds of gaming genres, including other visual novel games, or racing games, fighting games, RPG games, side-scrolling games, and I play all kinds of gaming genres. And not only that, but be sure to check out my other videos where I do all kinds of other topics, including reviews, discussions, reactions, top 10s, voice impressions, and theories. And if you enjoy the type of content I make on my channel and want to keep it updated for all the latest videos, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell on. But once again, thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Speedstreak.